Fall Guys, a game about jelly beans with foreskin or something in gym shorts, and they have to race each other and try not to fall into pink Pepto-Bismol in some psychedelic wasteland. I have no idea what this game is about, but let's check it out, I guess. So what Fall Guys is a mini-game based battle royale where you have to compete against other players in mini-games, races, and team-based games to not get disqualified. Which, if you're good at platformers, really isn't hard. I won my first game that I ever played at this. The biggest difficulty is just dealing with random bullshit that happens between lag and disconnecting and all that good stuff, but overall, it's a fun experience. But now we have to talk about experience for the price. It's free on PS4 and it's completely 100% worth it right now for, being free. But it's like $20 on Steam. It is not worth $20 right now. It's a small developer and you have to give them some slack, but there's not much content. There's only a certain amount of mini games and different levels to play, and the servers haven't really worked much for its entirety. But they had more players than they expected, I guess, which I don't know how they didn't expect it. They put it for free on PS4. But let's get into the mini games now. Currently you're watching Don't Fall Off. You're solo, you just have to not fall off by jumping through obstacles and dodging different blocks. Next is Whirlygig, or the Whirlygig. This one's my personal favorite, actually. It's, as you can see, a bunch of spinning shit all over the place. It's pretty straightforward, a lot of fun. Then you have this one, which is more spinny shit. I forget what it's called, but again, straightforward. This is Seesaw. They're seesaws. Pretty neat. A lot of people get annoyed at it because you reach a point where there's two paths and sometimes the seesaw won't tilt back and you have to backtrack, and it's not a big deal, but it's kind of annoying, but not so bad. Okay, I'm gonna start talking about the team games now. So let's start naming some. First we got tail tag, a game where you gotta run around and your team gathers a bunch of tails from other people by grabbing them. This is a game where you don't have to do anything for the first minute. You just stand there and dick around. It doesn't matter. You don't even have to do anything till the last 10 seconds. Because why would you? You could lose your tail in 1 second. So, whatever. This is Hoarders. It's not even worth talking about. Fuck this game. This one, you collect eggs. Also not worth talking about. Let's move on. Have you ever played soccer? Yeah, okay. Move on. So yeah, there's some shitty team games. Most of them are bad, but this one isn't so bad. You gotta work together to roll this ball down the track and get in a goal first. You're competing against two other teams. So yeah, that's the concept. Pretty straightforward, not so bad. So yeah, most of the games are pretty straightforward and easy. There's not so many yet, but again, gotta give them time to update the game. It's free on PS4, can't really complain about it. I didn't pay for it. Again, wouldn't recommend paying $20 for it. Not much to do. It's not very difficult. But if you want to talk about the hardest game, I'll show you the hardest game. Slime Climb. You have to make your way up an obstacle course as slime or Pepto-Bismol rises. Seems pretty easy, right? For some reason, it's not. Halfway up it, there's so many people bumping you and pushing you, you'll just fall in, and right when you touch it, that's it. This isn't one where you just respawn. I don't know why there's such a difference in difficulty than the other mini games, but man oh man, it's fun. This one's actually one of my favorites too, but it's very difficult. But yeah, you might be thinking to yourself, well, I did all these mini games, now I'm down to the last round. What should I expect? You should expect some bullshit for the most part. There's 3 different games they have for the finals, and I'll tell you about them. First is Hexagon. It's TNT run from Minecraft. You just step on the shapes and they disappear and you fall down a layer. I've only won this one once. I've glitched through the floors a couple times, but it's not too bad. It's pretty fun. Not my favorite in-game though. Here we have Royal Fumble. It's tail tag, but the last person holding the tail wins. I have no idea why they did it this way. they should have done it, the person who holds the tail the longest wins. And plus all the lag that goes on, someone will grab your tail from like 20 feet away, and it's so hard getting the person's tail in this. So, yeah, ignore what I'm doing on screen. I'm just trying to explore the map, you know. Here we have Fall Mountain. It's your basic obstacle course. You just gotta make your way up and grab the crown. It's my personal favorite because I like the obstacle courses best. One thing to note is you have to grab the crown at the end. A lot of people don't know that. And but yeah, for the most part, pretty straightforward, pretty fun. So in conclusion, is a game worth it? As I said before, completely worth it for PS4 because it's free. For $20, no, it is not worth it right now. There's barely anything to do. It gets old after like a day of playing. But in the future, it'll be for sure worth it. This game has so much potential, and I'm excited to see its future. Which, it's weird because it's not on like Xbox or Switch. I think this is a perfect Switch game. You can't communicate with anyone like in-game online, which is like a Nintendo classic, so hopefully they put it on other consoles, but they had such a rocky start, so we'll see what happens and see how it goes. I'd give it like a 3 out of 5, I guess. 2 out of 2.5. I don't fucking know. It's alright. It's pretty good. So yeah, thanks for watching, and see you guys later.